Bitcoin is back at $41,000. As we're predicting, a bit of a correction here is completely normal. Now, I do think we potentially still have some more downside ahead within the next 1 to 2 weeks. So let me jump into the chart and share with you how the charts are looking right now and which levels I am watching for. By the way, if you are new here to the channel, make sure you subscribe down below. If you are watching this on Instagram, make sure to be following my page and smash the like button. Give this a thumbs up. It helps it get out to more people. So what you can see here, Bitcoin is at 41,229, and you can see we've had a decent sized pullback here since we hit this high at just about $49,000, and we are now, you can see here in this rectangle, in this 40k support level, which is kind of important here. Now, the important thing also to know about technical analysis is the more times that price touches a certain level, the more likely it is to eventually break down below it. Now, the thing is, we could see some trickery here first, and what tends to happen very often is if you see this, a lot of people start betting on the breakdown a little bit too early, and then you see first a bit of a short squeeze, and then it coming down and then doing that. So that is completely possible. As you can see, there's this inefficiency here, over here, where it moved down very quickly. There's also the potential Fibonacci retracement here, which is now a little bit lower if we move it here. So something like that is completely a possibility, where we see a quick short squeeze, everyone's just betting on the downside, all the way up to 45, 46, and then go down. That's a possibility. But either way, if we lose this 40k level, I would suspect we're probably going down to about $35,000 or $34,000. Now, taking a quick look at the Bitcoin exchange liquidation map, you can see over here the current price is the dotted red line, and you can see there's a lot more people betting short now than there is to the long side. So that could very much potentially give us that short squeeze. You can see here, if the price were to squeeze back up to about 43.5, all the people betting on the short side with high leverage would get liquidated, and usually that is the reason also why it often does not go down in one straight line. First, we get that squeeze up to take out all the shorts that are betting too early, and then we get the drop. So that scenario would very much line up with this. Actually, 43.5 is just above these highs, so maybe it doesn't even go to 45, maybe it just takes out this, and either way, I would expect some more downside. So zooming out to the 3-day chart, and this is important to see also because it gives you a better picture. So this is basically the target I've been saying for the majority of 2023. Once we got back above here and we got that bullish trend, the target was this fib retracement of the whole 2022 bear market. You can see it took out this high over here just with that wick. It wicked into the Fibonacci golden pocket, and this was perfectly timed into that ETF approval kind of line. So as those 11 ETFs got approved, there was massive hype that wicked into this technical level, and we got the pullback. This is perfectly okay, even if the ETFs hadn't been approved, or even if ETFs didn't exist. Just purely from a technical chart-based perspective, this is completely how it normally plays out, whether this is a 5-minute chart or an hourly, or in this case, obviously a 3-day chart. So this is completely fine, and likely the next target over here could be a retest of the 3-day 50 moving average. This is going to be very important, and this is also very much the line in the sand for me for the higher time frame bull trend. If we lose this 3-day 50 moving average with 2 consecutive closes below it, I would question the continuation of the bullish trend. But until then, we are in a bullish trend. We are making higher highs, we're making higher lows, and a retest is completely fine. As you can see here, also in the past, we got retests, and they ended up being complete very good buying opportunities. Even here in 2017, you can see. So we had this retest here, we had a retest here, and if we retest, you can see that's about 35,000, maybe a slight wick below 34,000, something like that is completely okay. That would also fill the CME gap that is actually a bit higher. It's about 39. So you can see here when I change to the CME chart, this is CME futures. It does not trade 24/7 like regular spot Bitcoin. It trades in a normal traditional finance hours, meaning it's closed on weekends and certain parts of the day. You can see it left this gap over here, which is likely to be filled, and that's 39.3. But again, if this continues a bit lower and drops to about 35, that's still perfectly okay. And then I would very much still expect a continuation higher after that retest. Going back to the 3-day chart, what I want to point out over here once again, and I've been saying this for most of January here, maybe we are just simply repeating January 2021. So this was the price action in January 2021. Price ran up in a big way in the few months leading up to that. We got to 42,000, got a massive correction here to 29,000. So while this looks small on the chart, that was a massive correction. I mean, if you look at that, 42 to 29, that's over 30%, and that happened in a period of 2 to 3 weeks. So it can go very, very quickly. So you can see if we get something similar over here, that was a $13,000 drop. So if we get a $13,000 drop from 49K, well, that takes us down to 36K, which is perfectly that target what I just shared, the 3-day 50 moving average. So it is completely possible that we see that. I would like to see that drop happen pretty quickly within the next 1 to 2 weeks, because then timing wise, that still gives us plenty of time. That means we flushed out all the leverage. There'll probably be a decent amount of fear in the market, people saying, hey, bull market is over, etc., etc. And that would obviously then once again be likely a counter indicator that it might be the ultimate buying opportunity for the remainder of the cycle, as long as it stays above the 3-day 50 moving average, because we could very much still be seeing a repeat of 2021. As you can see over here, if I project this forward, we get this pullback, maybe it happens something like this. You can see that would take us to about 36, and then in continuation, run it up to the halving, which is happening in April, and be back around all-time highs potentially for that halving. That so far is still in play. As long as we don't lose that 3-day 50 moving average, this is still the scenario that I'm leaning towards. A kind of quick correction in the next 1 to 2 weeks or so, potentially down to $35,000 or $34,000, and then a continuation back up, and hopefully all the way into the halving, running up to the all-time high, which would mean that if it does play out in that way, that 35K would be the ultimate buying opportunity, and the equivalent in altcoins. I mean, if Bitcoin's going to drop another 10 to 15%, altcoins might drop 20, 30, 40% in that same period, giving us probably, if the scenario plays out like this and we don't lose that 3-day 50 moving average, that would give us ideally the best entry for the remainder of the cycle into the halving. So that was just a quick update over here. If you enjoyed that, smash the like button. Be sure to subscribe. If you are not yet part of my VIP membership, I literally do daily updates in their charts, trade ideas, all sorts of cool stuff. The link is in the description down below. Come and join. There's no risk. For the first 60 days, I give an unconditional money back guarantee. So sign up, come and join us, join Discord, get access to all the updates. And then if you want to change your mind or you decide it's not for you, within 60 days, you can email support and get a full refund if you are not happy with that membership fee. But really, come and join. The updates and the insights and stuff are easily worth the fee of the membership. Link in the description down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.